everyone.
Hello, hi everybody. Hi, the Book Doctor's here in our new home. This
In
is
our
where
new
we
house.
just moved in. You can't see. Everything here is boxes. There's just 17,000 boxes. But behind us, they're looking nice. So hope everyone's enjoying their summer so far. Kids are off school and it's
Time to work on your book.
sunny and now it's book time. Exactly.
And today we want to talk about how to get agents to fight over your book.
Right.
And what's interesting about this is that there's a few very small and easy things you can do which can create a firestorm as opposed to waiting months, if not years, to hear back from agents. And we see the proof of it every day.
In any business, you want to create a competitive environment for your, we hate to call a book a product, but in the end now it is. So we're going to talk about it like that. So if you're an author who doesn't have a big track record, or if you're a first-time author, how do you get leverage? How do you make a competitive environment for your manuscript? We're going to show you how to do that.
So the very first thing is that you have to send your book out to multiple agents at once. You just can't do it one at a time, no matter what people say to you. If agents say, you know, I'm not going to look at it unless I have it for a 2-week exclusive, you say,
God bless
excuse me.
You say, God bless you, excuse me. Well, if it's the right agent, you say, okay, but the clock is ticking in 2 weeks. You can have it for 2 weeks, but at the end of 2 weeks, it's going out to everybody.
But for the most part, you say, I'm sorry, I've already submitted this to other people. And most agents at that point will say, okay, fine. So you've submitted it to multiple agents. Then one agent says to you, I'd like to take a look at your manuscript or proposal. Just one, that's all. At that point, you want to contact every other agent that you've sent your book to and tell them that you have interest in your manuscript or proposal.
The train is leaving the station, and if you want a ticket, you better buy one fast. Now, I live with a literary agent and have for some time. She used to be my literary agent before I married her, and then she fired me, but that's another story. I can tell you that they all have a recurring nightmare. They're walking down the street. All of a sudden, everyone starts pointing at them and yelling and laughing and going, there's the agent who passed on Harry Potter. They wake up in a sweat because they've all passed on big books that have gone on to be wildly successful, and you never know which one is going to be the book that blows up.
So this gets people to read quickly. Then once people have read, let's say someone offers you representation. Now, maybe this person is your last choice. It doesn't even matter. Now, most people at this point often just say, yes, okay, fine, I'll go with you. Great.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
What you want to do is tell that agent, thank you very much. I will be getting back to you in a week's time or what have you. In the meantime, you contact every agent. Whether they read your material, got back to you, it doesn't matter. And you say, I have an offer of representation. I would like to hear back from you within, and you give them X amount of time, that is before the time where you told the other agent. Hopefully, this will get more people reading and possibly more people offering.
It's human nature. Nothing makes you more attractive than someone else being attracted to you. It's like that kind of cute kid in high school. All of a sudden one day he shows up with a beautiful girl on his arm, and all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, you know, he is kind of hot. No, he's exactly the same amount of hot as he was yesterday, only now someone else wants him.
And we'll just leave you with this. We have seen over and over how using these simple techniques have had authors go from having just one person who asked for a manuscript to multiple people offering representation.
Tell the story.
And so recently, for example, we had a client who had one person who wanted to read low down on her list, and before she knew it, she had about 17 people reading the manuscript.
Well, first she was like, oh, should I send it to everybody? She says to Arielle, and we're like, yes, send it. Tell everybody. Tell everybody, which she did. And she went from having one to having how many
She ended up having 10 offers of representation.
10 people wanted to be her agent.
So we leave you with that. Good luck, people, on your agent search.
Happy summer.
Happy summer.